Yo, what's up? Hezzy Guy here. And recently, I've been playing a lot of Hood Outlaw and Legends, a new game that just came out a couple weeks ago. And because it's new, I've been seeing a lot of beginners, starting players that don't know what they're doing. So I was thinking, why not make a beginner's tips and trick video? Let's get right into it. Tip number 1. Try not to sprint. Now, stealth plays a huge role in Hood, and a lot of beginning players don't understand this and its importance. When you sprint, not only do you make it so the guards can see you easier, you also make sound cues that the guards will hear, which will lead to them turning to your location and spotting you immediately. And when one guard spots you, it makes it so any other guard will spot you almost immediately. And next thing you know, you're being chased by 8 guards running for your life because they're pretty damn powerful. And believe it or not, that's not the worst of it. When you're spotted by a guard, you're spotted by the whole enemy team, no matter how far you are or how much you run. So because you wanted to sprint, now the enemy also knows your valuable location, which will lead to ambushes or you simply just dying. And guess what? We don't want that. Tip number 2. Learn assassinations and character positioning. I know when I first started playing Hood, the most confusing thing to me was assassinations. And this sounded so simple. When you're crouching behind the enemy, you can assassinate them. But as I played, I was wondering why in so many situations, why couldn't I assassinate? And it was because of one simple fact. Your character has to be facing the enemy's back. And I know you're probably thinking, that's not that hard. And yeah, on guards it's not, because most of the time they're standing still. But on enemy players, it's a much harder task to complete, especially if you're a console player. So I would suggest you guys to practice moving your character to the direction you want them to face. Trust me, it will save you a lot of headaches. Tip number 3. Understanding spawn points and objectives. Too many times have I lost because my team didn't get spawn points and our default spawn is 8 years away from the extraction zone the enemy team chose. Only because my team didn't get the key or pursue the enemy when they had the chest. The chest and where the extraction zone is going to be is one of the most important parts of the heist, and it gives your team full control over the game. If you choose the extraction zone by your spawn, that gives your team a huge advantage. And even if the other team takes all the other spawn points, you can easily defend with your default spawn point. And now the opposing team has to make sure they keep the closest spawn point to the extraction zone you chose, or they'll have a nice walk to the extraction site. So make sure to learn and understand the objectives and try to use them to your full advantage. Tip number 4. Utilizing your team and not being a lone wolf. Man, if there's one tip that I hope you take from this video, it's this one. Hood is a team-based objective game, and when it comes a whole lot easier when you move with your team. And not just the PvP aspect of the game either. It's everything you do, from taking out guards to taking the chest to the extraction point. And I literally can't stress this enough. Your team can and will relieve you of some sticky situations. Getting chased by a couple of knights, if your team is there, no problem. A down on your ass and you're out of dodges, if your team is there, most likely no problems. There's so many scenarios, but you should treat your teammates like they're your best friends. Stick together and win. And for the love of God, please don't push an extraction point by yourself in a crucial moment of the game. It makes no sense. I've watched countless players do it, and now their team's in a 3v4. Also, something that goes hand in hand with teamwork is tip number 5. Utilizing your pings. I've been playing Hood for about 2 weeks now, and I've played with every imaginable rank. And for some reason, people do not ping. The ping system on Hood is very good and allows you to communicate with your team and guide them to things like, hey, I have 3 knights on me. Can I get some help? Or hey, there's a Don chasing me. Man, use those pings to your advantage. Tip number 6. Learn the characters. Try to learn every character's perks and identify what those characters are good at and what makes those characters good, so you know how to play those characters and against those characters. I've seen so many Robins trying to be a John and wanting to throw hands, but that's not what he excels at. So take the time to learn and find what perks best work for you and stick to playing those advantages. Bonus tip: ammo and grenade boxes. In an actual heist, there are going to be a lot of grenade and ammo boxes laying around. Make sure to pick those up. And also ping those for your team. Grenades are also incredibly powerful, so make sure you learn what each character grenade does so you can use them or learn how to play against them. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I appreciate it. And I hope you guys learned some tips and tricks to help you pull off the ultimate heist. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more of this type of content, and drop a comment telling me what type of video you will want to see. Also, I stream Hood every day on Twitch, so if you guys want to see me come bob some kids with my Robin, it's twitch.tv/thehezzyguy, or you can find it in the description. Hope to see you guys there.